What is the purpose of the Icaro in ceremony?
The Icaro, that's a great question. To me, the Icaros are multifaceted, and they often have a specific purpose, but to that Icaro or to that moment of using it. But ultimately, the Icaros are a communication in the Shipibo style. I will say that I had the benefit of studying with a couple other traditions, and they are different. So I'll speak to the Shipibo, and then maybe I'll comment a little on the other ones. The Shipibo style is a communication. One, it's a communication with the patient, but two, it's really a communication with your dietas or with the spirits of the plants that you know. And so a curandero is a curandero because they have built relationships with the spirits of plants. And an easy example of how an Icaro might work is that an opening Icaro would be to call to the spirits of the plants that you know and invite them to come and join you in the ceremony. And so the lyrics, if you were to break them down, would be to, I am calling to these plants and I'm calling to my ancestors, the spirits. It doesn't have to be just the spirits of plants. It could be the spirits of my ancestors to come with me, to be with me, to sing with me, to be present in this ceremony, to guide me and to help to heal the patients in this ceremony. A more specific one might be to ask in the lyrics of the song to help diagnose what is the true cause of a person's affliction. And then the lyrics might say something like, and now I will name your illness. And that's like a lyric, but that lyric is essentially opening a channel, by saying that. And when you're connected to the spirits that you're communicating to, you're kind of like saying, and here I go, gonna tell you, here's what I've got to say. You don't know, but by setting it up, then it does like come out. So in a way, it's like an intentional mechanism for channeling. And so
Cool.
also sometimes the plant spirits are the ones that are singing, and you're the vessel. You're the the microphone for that song to be audible. And then sometimes you're singing to the patient, so you're like telling the patient what you're doing or what you're seeing. So you're saying like the spirits are all around you now, the spirits are removing the negative energy from you, the spirits are pulling darkness from your heart, spirits are penetrating into your mind. And like you're doing that. And when it's in Shipibo and someone doesn't speak Shipibo, they don't necessarily know that. But that's where it gets really fascinating to me, because there is this transferable faith, this transferable impact in the real world from the spiritual world. And that to me is like a way to understand what a curandero does, because a curandero has a knowledge, has a truth of that infinite possibility that we talked about at the beginning of our talk with the miracles. They know that not only can you be healed, the patient, but that you will be healed. And the patient doesn't know that, but the curandero does. And through the Icaro and through the effects of the ceremony, they transfer that faith to the patient so that the patient comes to know that they will be healed, or even that they are healed. And that is a really magical process of what I see happening in the healing process between a curandero and their patient. You know what I'm saying, right?
Wow. Um, yeah, I'm glad you spoke to the language thing, because if you didn't know Shipibo and he said, and here's your diagnosis, and you didn't even know that he was telling you, and yet you're healed anyway, or it begins the path of healing anyway. um, yeah, that's I've only done one ayahuasca ceremony, three set of three. In that very thing that you said of there's darkness in your heart and the spirits are pulling it out. That's exactly what happened to me. And I was like the last one still in the circle. Everyone else is like already gone to sleep, and I was having a really hard time. And the shaman had already gone to sleep and came back and did more singing to me and just like sucked all the darkness out. And here I am doing a podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's I was the first time I did it, I was surprised that there was so much singing. It was constant. I believe our curandero was trained in the Shipibo tradition as well. Maybe even through your, I can't even remember her name at this point, but yeah, maybe even through your training center. This was back in 2016.